All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. And welcome to Grumpy Old Men. Right. You see these guys, they're always hating on young fighters, okay? They can't ever give young fighters a break. They can't even be happy for a young fighter, okay? They always hating on young black fighters. Oh, yeah, they do a good job of that, okay? Now, I listened to the Brother 78 Sports TV's video on Roy Jones Jr., pretty much hating on Errol Spence. That's what he do that to every young fighter. Okay, he do it to everybody. And you know what? It pissed me off, man, because Roy, for some reason, Roy Jones Jr. think he a Russian citizen. Like, I don't even understand. He think he is. Roy, you American. You an American black man. You're not a Russian, Roy. You're not a Russian, okay? That's just how it is. You can say you got citizenship over there and everything. Dude, you're not Russian, okay? I think Roy more delusional than Amir Khan and Joanna Bojanglecheck put together. I think he more delusional than those two. You can't get more delusional than that, okay? Roy Jones Jr. is a delusion fact. But see, you know what? I mean, he fixed his mouth, and I even read the article, man. He fixed his mouth to say that Vasily Lomachenko is a tougher fight than Errol Spence Jr. Like, where does he get that from? Vasily Lomachenko, he ain't knocking everybody out. He not knocking guys out the ring. He not putting guys down with body shots. Vasily Lomachenko is a good fighter. He's an excellent fighter, but man, the guy's at a weight disadvantage, man. I doubt that he can ever even hurt Mikey. He can outpoint Mikey. I think Vasily Lomachenko could beat Mikey. But I think that, he ain't hurting Mikey. I don't think he can hurt Mikey. I think Mikey will just be overly frustrated. Now, Errol Spence, on the other hand, I think Errol Spence Jr. will lay hands on Mikey Garcia. Like we in the church. I think he lays hands on Mikey, and Mikey will fall before the Lord Errol Spence. I know he will. See, Roy Jones Jr., George Foreman, Floyd Mayweather, they's a grumpy old men. They got a habit, man. They got a really, really bad habit. They can't say anything productive or even constructive about these young fighters. They can't do it. They always got to say something that's hating, man. George Foreman, you would expect more out of him, man. You would expect more, but George Foreman, man, he's, if it ain't about him, with his old whisker biscuit, crystal clean, bald-headed PG-13 channel, if it's not about himself, or if it's not making him look good, of course he's not going to have anything good to say about it. Of course he's not. But this is George Foreman, okay? This is George Foreman. And it's amazing, man. George Foreman don't really have much to say good about Deontay Wilder. Not that much. Every now and then he'll try to make it seem like he's in support. But really, man, all these guys, they don't like this. They don't like these young guys, man, really going out there and stepping out of their shadows. They don't like it. Especially Roy Jones Jr. He always got to big up the Russian fighter, man, or the European fighter. He always do that. Why? You really think Vasily Lomachenko is more dangerous than Errol Spence Jr.? I mean, this dude got to be dumber than a box of bricks. This dude got to be dumber than a box of bricks. His breath probably smelled like possum piss. Roy done took one too many punches to the head. And, this is a guy who still want to fight. Yeah, Roy, that's a guy that still want to fight. This dude been slapped around. He's a shell of who Roy Jones Jr. used to be. This guy done been slapped around by scrubs. People we don't even know about, man. Getting in there, they slapping Roy Jones Jr. all around the ring. Knocking him out, making him look stupid, embarrassing him. But Roy Jones Jr. still want to hate, man. This dude always hating on Errol Spence Jr. This dude always hating on Deontay Wilder. This dude always hating on these younger fighters, man. Instead of, hey, giving some of these. And you know what? And it take a UK man like Lennox Lewis. Ain't that somehow Lennox Lewis, he support a lot of these American fighters. Lennox Lewis, and he's from the UK. He don't have any incentive to do that. But he knows talent. Even though Lennox Lewis is from the UK, he knows what talent is. He knows what domination is, man. But no, you got old Roy Jones Jr., teaching everybody but Americans the culture. Go over to Russia, teach them how to do what we do, but won't support these young black fighters here in America. Crazy, man. Crazy. But you know, it is what it is. That's how Roy Jones is, man. That's how it is. See, that's why, man. That's why Asians, that's why Hispanics, that's why they get ahead, man. That's why, you know, they take their resources and, you know, they have a lot. You would think, man, like, I know this guy, man, and I tell you, you know, he's Hispanic. I know him, man. Good, cool guy. Real nice, man. We matter of fact, him and I, man, we've been cool for a long time. I used to train his kids. And, you know, man, they wouldn't drive an expensive car. They don't do none of that, man. They keep all their money. They keep their resources at home. Okay, they don't do nothing. But, you know, he invited me over his house, man. Coach, man, come on over, man. You know, we having a celebration, man. It's my daughter's 18th, and you trained her. You know, we want you to be there. Man, I came there, and you know what? They don't drive the nicest cars. But, bruh, you go to their house, you can tell that they put their money, their resources together, man. And I said, bruh, this is a nice house. He said, man, you just keep your money within your family, man. That's what he told me. He said, you keep your money in your family. And he said, man, you don't have to drive a lot of nice cars. He said, man, you can have wealth right here. And I said, man, I'm just wondering, man, because, you know, I know you work a lot of odd jobs, construction jobs. I said, man, how much are you worth? He said, bro, I don't have no debt. He said, I don't have no debt. He said, man, I got about $200,000 in the bank. I said, what? I mean, you know, and I'm sitting there like, whoa, you know? He said, Coach, we don't worry about anything. He said, man, you know, our family, we got a large family here in America, and we put our money together. You know, and it got me thinking, man. You know, I wonder if us, me, you know, as a black guy, if we thought like that. And I'm not saying, you know, hey, I'm anti everything else. I'm just saying all the other cultures except our culture, they do that. Asians do it. You know, white people do it all the time. You know, Hispanics do it. Germans do it. Africans do it. Jamaicans do it. But it's like black America, we just don't do that. I mean, for some reason, we think that if we big up somebody of our own culture, then, you know, they're going to outdo us. But these other cultures, that's what they want. They want their culture to be better than them. I noticed that, man. And I kind of took something out of it, man. I took something out of that. So, you know, it changed my whole thinking, man. Like, yo, like I got a cousin, you know. I got a cousin that sells stuff, man. I got a cousin that got a t-shirt and hat shop. So instead of going out to the mall, man, when I want a hat or a t-shirt, I just go to my cousin. I keep the money in my family. You know, and I go to a lot of black-owned businesses. I go to a lot of those, the ones that I can find. And if anything that I need, I go to a black-owned business. I start doing that. And you'll be surprised, man, but that's what everybody else do except for black America. And it's like, it's disappointing, man, that Roy Jones, man, he can't even give Errol Spence any props. It's disappointing that guys like George Foreman, man, that they're grumpy old men. You know, guys like George Foreman, they can't give Deontay Wilder any props. They always got something negative to say. Like, dude, y'all done had y'all time. Y'all done had y'all time. And Floyd Mayweather, he just as guilty. Y'all done had y'all time. You know, you've had your time, okay, to shine. You know, now, start big up in some of these young guys, man. Start big up in some of these young guys, man, that's out here getting it, man, that can use your knowledge. They can use your knowledge. They can use what you know. It ain't like you in the game no more. You don't have nothing to benefit by keeping the information to yourself or giving it away to somebody else. I remember, I think Floyd went over to Russia, man, and did something over there, did a camp or a clinic over there. And I'm like, God, dog, I get that you want to, you know, spread out. I get that you want to do that, and it's all cool. But good grief, there's so many people here. There's so many people here that could use that. And I hope everybody understands where I'm going with this, okay? These are grumpy old men. These are grumpy old men, not Megan Anderson. These are grumpy old men. And it's like, God, dog, can y'all not like anything except yourself? And these some selfish dudes too, man. They selfish. They real selfish. If it ain't about them, they don't care. Yeah, man. Shout out to Deontay Wilder and Errol Spence, and, you know, shout out to these guys, man, that's going in there trying to fight the best. They always got something to say about the guy that want to fight the best. They always do. And that's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harris, and I'm down. What are you waiting on? Subscribe.